सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Today we are meeting on another special day, the Aradhana day of our beloved Pujya Jayendra Saraswati Sarogya Sukhapradam Buddha Pamara Sevyam Tam Sri Jayendram Namamyaham. So let us pray at the sacred feet of Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamiji and start today's program. With the abundant blessings of our Acharya Swamiji, we have completed 2 Shatakams of Mookapanchashati. We are into the 3rd Shatakam, the Stuti Shatakam, Shloka number 4. Yeah.
Kamadam Bhagavati Kampatate Jumbhate.
There is a description of Devi Kamakshi. Kamadambara Puraya Shashirucha Kamrasmitanam Visha. How Devi is appearing. Kama Adambara Puraya. That is filled with the pleasure of love. Adambara can be taken as pleasure, sport. Filled, Puraya, filled with the pleasure of love. Shashirucha Kamrasmitanam Tusha. Kamra means loving, beautiful, beautiful, gentle smile. Kamrasmitanam Tusha, that shine, that radiance, which comes from the gentle smiles, beautiful smiles, which are beautiful because of Shashirucha, because of the like the moon, like the shine of the moon. The gentle smile reminds one of the shine of the moon. Shashirucha. Kamarehe Anuraga Sindhum Adhikam Kallolitam Tanvati. He is talking about an ocean, Sindhu. Which ocean? Kamarehe Anuraga Sindhu. Kamari is Shiva, enemy of Manmatha. Anuraga, love. The ocean of love of Shiva. If you consider Shiva's love as an ocean, that ocean, Devi is creating more and more waves. Adhikam Kallolitam. Adhikam, more and more. Kallolitam, creating waves. Devi creates more and more waves in the ocean of love of Shiva. Tanvati means creating. Kamakshi samasta sajjana nuta. She is worshipped nuta. She is worshipped by samasta sajjanam, all virtuous people, as Kamakshi. Kalyana datri nrunam. Nrunam means to people. She offers, she bestows auspiciousness. Kalyana datri nrunam. Bhagavati karunya akula manasa. With a mind which is agitated, akula means agitation, with a mind which is agitated by compassion, means which is filled with compassion. Agitation means, see, when a vessel is filled with water to the brim, it starts agitating even when you touch it slightly. So it is overflowing with compassion, so it gets agitated, because Devi is always agitated as to how to bring up these people who have been suffering. in the samsara. So that agitation is out of compassion. Karunya Akula Manasa Bhagavati Kampatate Jrumbhate. She is appearing, Jrumbhate, she is shining, she is appearing on the banks of river Kampa. She is filled with the pleasure of love. Her gentle smiles are so beautiful that they are like moon shine, and she creates waves in the lot of waves, adhikam kallolitam, lot of waves in the ocean of love of Shiva, and she is worshipped as Kamakshi by all the virtuous people. She bestows auspiciousness on all people, and her mind is filled with overflowing with compassion, and she is appearing on the banks of river Kampa. Next.
कामाक्षीण पराक्रम प्रकटनं संभावयन्ति दृशा श्यामा क्षीरसहोदर स्मितरुचि प्रक्षालिता शान्तरा कामाक्षी जनमौलिभूषणमणिः वाचां परा देवता कामाक्षीति विभाति कापि करुणा कम्पातटिन्यास्तटे.
Again, a description of Kamakshi. Kamakshena parakrama prakatanam drisha sambhavayanti. Kama akshena. Kamakshena is Kama akshena parakrama prakatanam drisha sambhavayanti. Akshena means undiminished. Kshena means diminishes. Akshena, undiminished. Undiminished love, the power of that undiminished love, Kama akshena parakrama, the power is undiminished. Undiminished, the power of love, prakatanam, showing it. How she shows? Drisha sambhavayanti, by her eyes, by her look, by her eyes, she is showing that. Sambhavayanti means she is honoring. She is honoring the eyes. She is honoring the look. How she is honoring the look? By showing the power of love, undiminished power of love. She is honoring her look. Sambhavayanti Drisha. Shyama, young woman. Shyama is young woman. Kshira Sahodara Smita Ruchi Prakshalita Ashantara. Kshira Sahodara Smita. The Smita gentle smile is compared with Kshira Sahodara. Kshira is milk, the brother of milk. That means gentle smile was compared to moonlight last time. Now it is compared to milk, milk white. So brother of milk, that kind of gentle smile, ruchi, that shine from the gentle smile. By that, prakshalita ashantara. Prakshalita means washing away. Pada prakshalanam, we say. Pada prakshalanartham, we say in the puja, isn't it? We offer water for pada prakshalanartham. That is washing feet. Similarly, prakshalita means washing away. Ashanta, the absence of peace, the disturbances, the miseries all round, she washes away by the shine of her gentle smile, which looks like milk white. Kamakshi jana mauli bhushana manihi vacham para devata. Kamakshi jana mauli bhushana manihi. The crest jewel of Vamakshi should be. That is what I was getting confused. The correct version is not Kamakshi. Vamakshi Janamauli Bhushana Manihi. Vamakshi means beautiful women. Beautiful women with beautiful eyes. Kamakshi Jana, women with beautiful eyes. Mauli Bhushana, the crusted jewel. The crusted jewel. Mani, the crusted jewel which is a gem. The crusted jewel which is a gem of beautiful women. That means what? There cannot be any beautiful woman comparable to Devi. That is the meaning. Kamakshi, Vamakshi, Janamauli, Bhushana, Manihi, Vacham para devata, the supreme devata of words, supreme devata of words, of speech. Kamakshi iti vibhati, she is shining as Kamakshi. Kapi karuna kampa tatinya tate, on the banks of Kampa river. Kampa tatini, tatini means river. On the tata means bank. On the bank of river Kampa, kapi karuna, some indescribable compassion. That compassion cannot be described in words, so it is indescribable, mysterious compassion. Vibhati shines in the name of Kamakshi, and she honors her look, her eyes, with by showing the power of undiminished love. That means that love never diminishes; it is always the same. Whenever you look at the eyes of Kamakshi, you get extraordinary love, and she is a young woman, and she is washing away the miseries in all directions by the shine of her gentle smile, which is the brother of milk. And she is a gem-studded crust jewel of all the beautiful women with beautiful eyes. And she is the supreme devata of speech. And she is shining as Kamakshi on the banks of river Kampa, and she is a mysterious compassion taken embodiment. Next.
श्यामा काचन चन्द्रिका त्रिभुवने पुण्यात्मनामानने सीमा शून्य कवित्व वर्ष जननी यः कापि कादम्बिनी महाराराति मनो विमोहन विधौ काचित्तमक्कन्दली कामाक्षाः करुणा कटाक्षलहरी कामाय मे कल्पता.
Last line. Kamakshaha Karuna Kataksha Lahari. The wave of sidelong glance of compassion of Kamakshi. So the subject is her sidelong glance, Kataksha. Kamaya me kalpatam. Let it fulfill all my desires. Me kamaya kalpatam. Let it be directed. Let it be made for fulfilling my desires. Now the description of that Kataksha. Kataksha is being described in these three lines. Shyama Kachana Kandrika Tribhuvane Punyatmanam Anane. Chandrika is never black. Chandra, the light of Chandra, moonlight, is never black. But now we find this particular moonlight is black. Shama, black. Kachana, some moonlight which is black. Moonlight is always white, but here it is black. That is one wonder. Tribhuvane Punyatmana Anane. Punyatmanam Anane. Punyatmanam, those who are virtuous. Anane, in their face, in their mouth. Anana is mouth. Gajanana, Shadanana, we say, isn't it? So Anana is mouth. Face or mouth. Punyatmanam Anane, in the mouth of virtuous people. Seema Shunya Kavitva Varsha Janani. Seema Shunya, unlimited. Seema is limit. Seema Shunya, limitless. Kavitva, poetry. Varsha, shower. Janani, she creates. The progenitor of shower of poetry, unlimited poetry, in the mouth of virtuous people, Tribhuvane, in all the three worlds, not just on earth, in all the three worlds. For that, she is what? Yakapi Kadambini. Kadambini means thick mass of clouds. Because she is creating the shower, she is compared to thick mass of clouds. Yakapi, you cannot describe that mass of cloud. You cannot. It is an indescribable mass of cloud. Varsha Janani, that cloud is generating shower of poetry. Yakapi Kadambini. Mararati Mano Vimohana Vidhau Kachit Tamakkandali. Mararati, we have seen before, Shiva, enemy of Mara, enemy of Manmatha. Mano Vimohana, in deluding his mind, in deluding Shiva's mind, Mano Vimohana Vidhau. In the process of delusion of Shiva's mind, this Kataksha is like what? Kachit Tamakkandali, because Kataksha is dark eyes, no? So it is taken as abundant darkness. Tamakkandali. Tamaha, darkness, Kandali, abundance. Tamakkandali, dense darkness. Kachit, some indescribable dense darkness which creates delusion in the mind of Shiva. It's a very strange thing, isn't it? How can a dark object create a delusion? But creates, it is so beautiful that it is creating delusion. So these are the very strange things that are happening with the Kataksha. That kind of wave of Kataksha, of compassion, of Kamakshi, let it fulfill my desires, which is black. Though it is shining like a moonlight, it has all the properties of a moonlight, but it is black, indescribable, and it is like a mass of thick mass of clouds generating showers of poetry, peculiar dark object, dense dark, the mind of Shiva, who in his mind follow this Kataksha. Now, delusion is tamas, vimohana, because we are not supposed to be caught by moha. We are supposed to be out of moha. So, when he gets into moha, he gets into tamas. He gets into tamas. He leaves out sattva. He goes into tamas. Shiva goes into tamas. So, the tamas kandali is to be related to the tamas which it creates in the Shiva. Next.
प्रौढध्वान्तकदम्बके कुमुदिनी पुण्यां पुरं दर्शयन् ज्योत्स्ना सङ्गमनेऽपि कोकमिथुनं मिश्रं समुद्भावयन् कालिन्दीलहरी दशां प्रकटयन् कम्रां नभस्त्यद्भुता कश्चिन् नेत्र महोत्सवो विजयते काञ्चीपुरे शूलिनः.
Again, description of Devi. That Devi's form is so beautiful. Kashchit netra mahotsavaha vijayate Kanchipure shulinaha. Last line. Kanchipure, in the city of Kanchi, shulinaha netra mahotsavaha. Shuli is Parameshwara. For his eyes, it is a festival. Netra mahotsavaha. It is a festival for the eyes of Shiva. Kashchit, again, you cannot describe that festival. You can describe any festival which you have enjoyed, but this festival is beyond description. So there is a peculiar, indescribable festival for the eyes of Shiva, which is shining in Kanchipura, which is victorious, which is effulgent in Kanchipura. Now that Netra Mahotsava is being described. Praudadhvanta kadambake kumudini punyankuram darshayanne. Praudha Dhvanta Kadambake. Dhvanta is darkness. Praudha, dense darkness. Kadambaka is dispersed. It is widely dispersed. Widely dispersed dense darkness. There, Kumudini Punyankuram. Kumudini Punyankuram is a description of moon. For moon, we have been seen several descriptions. This is a very interesting description. Punya Ankuram, the sprout which comes out of Punya, which comes out of religious merit. For whom? For Kumudini, for lily. Because lily blossoms on seeing moon. So this is the sprout of virtue, of Punya, of lily. What is that? Moon. So she is showing, Devi is showing, Darshayanne, showing moon to remove the dense darkness, widely dispersed darkness. That is, as soon as you think of Devi, all the darkness disappears, like moonlight dispersing darkness. Jyotsna Sangamanepi Koka Mithunam Mishram Samudbhavayan. Because she has produced moonlight, Jyotsna, Sangamane Api. Sangamana is in contact. Because of the contact, because of seeing the moonlight, what happens? Samudbhavayan, creating Koka Mithunam Mishram. Koka is Chakravaka. Chakravaka birds, the male and female, Mithunam. The male and female Chakravaka birds, Mishram, their union, creating. That means only when there is moonlight, Chakravaka birds, male and female, will unite. So that she does. Now, this is another interesting phrase he has created, the poet. Jyotsna Sangamanepi. Jyotsna Asangamanepi also it can be interpreted. That means when there is no natural moonlight, Jyotsna Asangamane, because only when there is natural moonlight, the union of the Chakravaka birds takes place. But now it is taking place because of the artificial moonlight created by Devi. Kalindi lahari dasham prakatayan kamram nabas adbhutam. Kamram nabhasi adbhutam kalindi lahari dasham prakatayan. Kalindi is Yamuna. Lahari dasham, the wave, the state of wave of Yamuna, Prakatayan showing, Kamra means beautiful. Nabhasi Adbhutam, in the sky, Adbhutam, beautiful, wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, dark waves of Yamuna, you can see in the sky, Nabhasi. This is the meaning. That means when she appears, because she has been shown as moonlight. In the moonlight, though she is having moonlight, she is dark. The Devi is imagined as a dark form. So she is a dark, beautiful light in the sky. That is the meaning. But there is another meaning. We will see that now. When we said Praudadhvanta Kadambake Kumudani Punyankuram Darshayan, we said darkness is removed. That here another interpretation is it is referring to the hair. In the hair, there is a beautiful ornament or flower, which is the moonlight, because she is wearing moon on her head. So against the dark hair, there is a moon. That is the first line. The second line is same. Chakravaka birds are able to unite. Now, Chakravaka birds are able to unite is the two eyes. The two eyes are Chakravaka birds. When this the Jyotsna, when this moonlight appears, when the Devi's moonlight appears, the two eyes are beautiful. The two eyes are beautiful. That is the second line, second meaning. Third line is the Nabhasi is sky, we said. Nabhas is sky. But it can be, it has been interpreted by scholars as the waist of the broad waist, the slender waist or broad hip. Again, there are two meanings. Nabhasi, Nabhas is either the slender waist or the broad hip. There, Kamram, so wonderful, so beautiful. The dark plait of hair is hanging against the background of the wide hip or the slender waist. If you take it as slender waist, that means it is subtle. The beauty is subtle. If you take it as broad hip, the beauty is because of the dense hair. So that is the Netra Mahotsava for Shiva in Kanchipuram. That means removing darkness by showing the moon on her head. Then because of the moon, the Chakravaka birds are able to unite, the male and female, Mithunam, and because of the dark figure, it is beautiful, wonderful in the sky, and it is like a wave of Yamuna. And second meaning is it is the moon against the dark background of hair, It is against the background of moonlight. There are two dark eyes, and against the dark, the hair which is hanging, the plate of hair which is hanging, is so beautiful against the wide hip or the slender waist. That is the Netra Mahotsava, the festival for the eyes of Shiva in Kanchipuram. Next.
चन्द्रहीन तमाल नील सुषमैः तारुण्य लील गृहैः तारानाथ किशोरलाचित कचैः ताम्रारविन्दे क्षणैः महतः संशयतां मनो मनसिज प्रागल्भ्यनाढिन्दमैः कम्पातीरचरैः घनस्थलभरैः पुण्याङ्कुरैः शाङ्करैः
Tandrahena Tamala Neela Sushamaihi. Tamala Neela Sushamaihi, the dark Tamala tree. Now, again, the form of Devi is being described. She is described as a dark Tamala tree. Sushamaihi means shine, the radiance. That radiance is Tandrahena. Tandra is laziness, free from laziness. That means it is ever shining. It's not as if it was shining 5 minutes ago, there is no shine now. It's not like that. Continuously shining without any break, so without any laziness. Tandrahena, Tamala Neela, Sushamaihi, all plural because you cannot describe it in one form. It's several forms. The radiance is coming in several forms. Every form is enjoyable, so he is using plural. Tarunya Leela Grihaihi. Tarunya is youth. The whole form, whole body is play of sport. Leela Grihaihi. Play of sport of youth. Youth is playing all over her body. Taranatha Kishora Lanchita Kachaihi. Kacha is hair. And hair is beautified by Taranatha Kishora, the young moon. Taranatha is the head of stars, that is the moon. Kishora, young. Balachandra. Lanchita means marked by. The hair is marked by the young moon. Tamra Aravinda Ikshanaihi. Ikshana is the eyes. Eyes are like lotus. Aravinda Ikshanaihi. Tamra, they are copper colored. Copper colored lotus eyes. Mataha, O mother. Manaha samshrayatam. Let my mind take refuge. Let my mind be attached to you. Then the further description. Manasija pragalbhya nadindhamaihi. Nadindhama means increasing. Actually, nadindhama means swelling the veins. Nadi, swelling the veins, causing agitation. Actually, it means causing agitation by swelling the veins. But here it means it's because we are talking about Manasija Pragalbhya. Manasija is Manmatha. Pragalbhya is his power, his extraordinary power. The power of the extraordinary power of Manmatha is given agitation. Is further agitated. Nadindhamai. He is further nourished. Is further agitated by Devi. Devi, see, Manmatha is as it is powerful. He doesn't need any external support. Now Devi is additionally giving support to Manmatha. Manasija Pragalbhya Nadindhamaihi Kampatira Taraihi. Moving on the banks of Kampa river, Ghana Stanabharaihi, with large, heavy bosom, Punyankuraihi. Punya Ankuraihi, not Ankaraihi. Punya Ankuraihi. Ankura is sprout. Virtuous, the sprout of virtue. That is, when you have Punya, this sprout you can see. Without Punya, you cannot see the sprout. So the sprout born of Punya, that is Devi. Sankaraihi, very auspicious. Always blessing us with auspiciousness, Shankaraihi, or It belongs to Shiva. Devi belongs to Shiva. Shankaraihi belonging to Shiva. There are two meanings. Punya Ankuraihi. The Devi is the bud, the sprout of Punya which we have accumulated. Then only you can experience Devi. So she is like a black Kamala tree giving continuous radiances. Her form is sport house of youth. Her hair is marked by Balachandra. Her eyes are like lotus, copper colored. May my mind, O mother, get attached, take refuge in you. You are agitating, you are causing further agitation in the extraordinary power of Manmatha. You are moving around on the banks of Kampa river and you are having heavy, full bosom and you are the bud of Punya. Without Punya, this bud will not come up. And you are the very form of auspiciousness, blessing us with auspiciousness, and you belong to Shankara. Next.
Sanchaya विश्वान्तमहो स्मृतापि तमसां निर्वापिका दीपिका.
Now, Devi is described as a lamp. Last line, Kachi Chitram Aho. It's a very strange. Chitram, strange, wonderful, indescribable. Aho, wonderful. Deepika, this is the light. Mritapi tamasam nirvapika. Even if you think of that light, darkness is removed. Nirvapika, tamasam nirvapika, remover of darkness. Normally, you need a light to be physically present to remove darkness, isn't it? But this light is a very strange light that even when you just think of it, it removes all darkness. Nityam nishchalatam upetya marutam rakshavidhim pushnati. Some contradictions in this light. Nityam nishchalatam upetya. Normally, a lamp is waving. The nature of lamp is waving because of the wind, because of the air surrounding. But here, this lamp is Nishtala, unmoving. Nityam, ever. Nishchalatam upetya, ever, unmoving, no waving. Marutam rakshavidhim pushnati. Though it doesn't wave, this light doesn't wave, it does not harm Maruts. Maruts are wind devatas. There are 49 Marut devatas in devata groups, 49 Marut devatas. So Marutam Rakshavidhim Pushnati. Pushnati means nourishing. Nourishing the protection or the process of protection of Marut devatas. There is no harm. On the other hand, she blesses Marut devatas. Because without Marut devatas, the world cannot survive. That is why she is doing that, for our benefit. Tejas Sanchaya Patavena Kirana Anushnadhyutehe Mushnati. Tejas Sanchaya Patavena. Patava means expertise. Tejas Sanchaya, the mass of brilliance. The expertise in the mass of brilliance. That is the form of Devi. All the brilliance in the world she has accumulated in herself. That is the expertise. Kirana Anushnadhyutehe Mushnati. It has been broken as Kiranan Ushnadhyutehe by some people. That is not correct, because then it does not give the correct meaning. Because Ushnadhyuti is Surya. Ushnadhyuti is Surya. Anushnadhyuti is Chandra. We are now comparing Devi with Chandra only, not Surya, because her brilliance is like a Chandra's brilliance. Kirana Anushnadhyutehe. Anushna is cool, not Ushna. Dyuti is shine. Cool shine is moon. Kirana, the rays of cool moon, Mushnati, robbing, eclipsing. By her brilliance, she is eclipsing, she is defeating the shine of Chandra. Kanchi Madhyagatapi Deepti Janani Vishwantare. Though she is situated in the center of Kanchipuram, Kanchi Madhyagata Api, though she is situated in the center of Kanchipuram, Vishwantare Deepti Janani, Vishwantare, in the all the worlds, in the entire universe, inside the entire universe, Vishwantare, Deepti Janani, she is producing shine, she is producing brilliance, Deepti Janani, generator of brilliance. Jrimbhate, she is shining, this light of this kind of light is shining. Oh, ho, ho, it is extremely wonderful. Even by thinking, by mere thought, it is able to remove all darkness, and it is ever unwavering, no wavering, and it is nourishing, nourishing the process of protection of Marut Devatas by her extraordinary mass of brilliance. She is defeating the rays of Chandra, and though she is situated in the center of Kanchipuram, she is her shine is entering the inside of all the universe. She is producing that kind of shine. Next.
कान्तैकेशरुचां चये भ्रमरितं मन्दस्मितैः पुष्पितम् कान्त्या पल्लवितं पदाम्बुरुहयोः नेत्रत्विषापत्रितम् कम्पातीरवनान्तरं विदधति कल्याणजन्मस्थली कांची मध्य महामणिर्विजयते काचित् कृपा कंदली.
Last line, Kanchi Madhya Mahamanihi Vijayate Kachit Kripa Kandali. Kachit again, something which is beyond description. Kripa Kandali, the banana tree of compassion. Now, last time we interpreted Kandali as abundance. The same word has got different meanings in Sanskrit, as we all know. So here it should be interpreted as plantain tree, a banana tree. Kachite Kripa Kandali, the plantain tree of compassion, which is indescribable, which is shining. Kanchi Madhya Mahamanihi. It is a great jewel. Though it is a plantain tree, how can plantain tree shine like a jewel? That is the beauty. That is why it is Kachiti. It is indescribable. It is like a plantain tree, but it is very shining like a great jewel in the center of Kanchi. Now, Kanchi Madhya Mahamanihi should also be interpreted as Kanchi is the waist ornament. In the waist ornament, it is the central gem. Kanchi itself is a waist ornament. In the waist ornament, there are Kanchipuram can boast of several gems. But which is the greatest gem? Devi. So Kanchi Madhya Mahamanihi. So two meanings can be interpreted. Kantaihi Kesharucham Chayaihi Bhramaritam. Now, because we have taken it as a plantain tree, now the qualities of a tree, the characteristics of a tree are coming out. Kantaihi Kesharucham Chayaihi. Kesha Rucham Chayaihi. The shine of hair. Chayaihi. The dense shine. The dense shine of the hair. Kantaihi. Very beautiful shine of dense hair. It looks like what? Bhramaritam. It is creating bees. Because a tree must have a flower must have bees. Now, what is the bees in this tree? The bees are the shine coming out of the heavy, dense hair. Mandasmitehi pushpitam. What is the flower here? The gentle smile. Gentle smile. Everything is in plural again. Mandasmitehi pushpitam. The flowers are the gentle smiles. Kantya pallavitam padamburhayoho. Pada amburhayoho. The lotus feet. Kantya, the shine of the lotus feet is pallavitam. That is the shoot. That is the young plant, tender young plant. Tender young plant is the lotus feet, the shine of the lotus feet. Netratvisha patritam. Patra is leaf. What is the leaf of the tree? the eyes, the shine of the eyes. Everywhere the shine, not the organ itself, the shine. Netra Tusha, the shine of the eyes, is like the leaf. Kampatira Vanantaram Vidadhati Kalyana Janmasthali. Kampatira Vanantaram, in the inside of the gardens of, on the banks of Kampa. Inside the gardens, on the banks of Kampa, Vidadhati, she is doing all this. Whatever we have described so far, this the plantain tree is doing all this. Is showing Brahmara, is showing Pushpa, is showing Pallava, is showing Patra. All this is Vidadhati, making, creating. Kalyana Janmasthali. It is the place of birth of all auspiciousness. Kalyana Janmasthali. All auspiciousness is born out of Devi only. So Kalyana Janmasthali. So indescribable plantain tree, banana tree of compassion shines as a great jewel in the center of Kanchipuram, in the center of the waist band, beautiful waist band, which is Kanchipuram. And it is inside the gardens of, on the banks of Kampa river, causing the look of bees by the shine of her dense hair, causing the look of flowers by her gentle smile, causing the look of tender plant by the lotus feet, shine of the lotus feet, and causing leaves by the shine of the eyes. And she is the very place of birth of all auspiciousness. Next.
राका चंद्र समान कांति वदना नाहकाधिराजस्तुता मूकानामपि कुर्वती सुरधुनी निहिकाश वाग्वैभवम् श्रीकाञ्ची नगरी विहार रसिका शोकापहन्त्री सदा एका पुण्य परंपरा पशुपतेः आकारिणी राजते.
Again, further description of Devi. Raka, it's a very celebrated verse and very oft-quoted verse in Mookapanchashati. Raka Chandra Samana Kanti Vadana. Vadana is face. The shine in the face is equal to full moon. Raka Chandra Samana. Raka Chandra is full moon. Purna Chandra, the shine in her face is like Purna Chandra. Nakadhi Rajastuta. She is worshipped by Nakadhiraja. Who is Nakadhiraja? Devendra. Naka is Swargaloka. Adhiraja, the overlord. The overlord of Swargaloka, that is Devendra. By him, she is worshipped. Mookanamapi Kurvati Suradhuni. Not Suradhani, Suradhuni. Suradhuni Nikasha Vagvaibhavam. Mookanamapi, even those who are dumb, even those who cannot speak, Kurvati, she makes even dumb people. Suradhuni Nikasha Vagvaibhavam. Vagvaibhavam, the glory of speech. She blesses them with the glory of speech, which is similar to Nikasha, equal to Suradhuni. Suradhuni is Ganga, the river. Dhuni means river. The divine river, Akasha Ganga. Like the heavy, non-stop flow of Akasha Ganga, these dumb people also are able to speak gloriously, Vag Vaibhavam, that she bestows. This is from his own experience, because Mooka Kavi was Mooka, and then now he is singing all this. So this is his own experience. The second line refers to his own, the poet's own experience. Sri Kanchi Nagari Vihara Rasika. She enjoys, she delights Rasika, Vihara in sporting in the city of Kanchi. Sri Kanchi, not Kanchi. Sri Kanchi means glorious Kanchi. The very presence of Devi makes Kanchi city glorious. Sri Kanchi Nagari Vihara Rasika Shoka Apahantri Satam. Satam Shoka Apahantri. Of the virtuous people, Shoka, grief, misery, Apahantri, remover. Eka Punya Parampara Pasupatehe Akarini Rajate. Pasupatehe of Shiva, Punya Parampara. the sequence of punya, the sequence of religious merit of Pashupati. Pashupati has got a lot of religious merit on his account. Now that punya parampara, akarini, it has taken a form. Akara means form. The very form of the continuously acquired punya of Shiva, Rajate, is shining. Devi is described as the form of the continuously acquired punya of Pashupati. Eka, she is unique. Is there another Devi? Can we get another punya parampara akar somewhere? No, we cannot. This is Eka, this is unique. Her face shines like the full moon. She is worshipped by Devendra. She blesses even dumb people with the glory of speed, which is like the heavy flow of Suradhuni, Ganga, Akasha Ganga. She delights in sporting in the glorious city of Kanchi. She is the remover of the misery, the griefs of all virtuous people, and she is the very form of the continuous punya of Pashupati, and she is shining uniquely in Kanchipuram. Next.
जाता शीतलशैलतः सुकृतिनां दृश्या परं देहिनां लोकानां क्षणमात्रसंस्मरणतः सन्तापविच्छेदिनी आश्चर्यं बहुकेलनं वितनुते नैश्चल्यमाबिभ्रति कम्पायास्तटसीं निकापितटिनी कारुण्यपाथोमयी.
Now Devi is described as a river. Tatini means river. Last line. Kapi Tatini, some indescribable, mysterious river has appeared in Kanchipuram. And what is the water in that river? Karunya Pathomayi. Patha means water. Pathas, water. The water is only Karunya, only compassion. There is no other water. Full of Karunya Pathomayi. There is nothing else. It is consisting only of the waters of compassion. Kapi is some indescribable river. Where it is? Kampayaha Tatasimni, in the area of the banks of Kampa river. In the area of the banks of Kampa river, there is another river which is indescribable, which is full of the waters of compassion. Now, where it is born? Jata Shitala Shailataha. From the cool mountains. Shitala Shailataha. Born, Jata. Born from the cool mountains, Himavan. Sukritinam Drishya Param Dehinam. Sukritinam Dehinam Drishya. Those who have virtue in their account, Sukritinam, virtuous people, Sukritinam Dehinam, virtuous people, Drishya, she can be seen only by virtuous people. Param is only. Param has got different meaning. Again, here it is only. She can be seen, she is visible, Drishya, to Dehinam, to people, Sukritinam, who are virtuous. Lokanam Kshanamatra Samsmaranataha Santapa Vichedini. Lokanam, of people in the world, Kshanamatra Samsmaranataha, by thinking only of 1 second, Kshanamatra, for a second only, Samsmaranataha, by thinking well. He doesn't say Smaranataha, he says Samsmaranataha. So you have to think well, think deeply. You have to merge yourself with Devi for at least 1 second. If you do that, Santapa Vichedini, then she breaks away all Santapa, all misery. We have seen before, our miseries are threefold, Adhyatmika, etc. Now those threefold misery is broken away. Vichedini is broken, completely removed. Ashcharyam Bahukhelanam Vitanute Naischalyam Abibhrati. Naischalyam Abibhrati. Though she has assumed Naishcharya. Naishcharya means static posture. That is, she is not moving about. This river, it is a river, mind you. This river is not, normally river should move, isn't it? River moves from place to place. But this river is static. It's not moving anywhere. Though it has assumed static position without moving. Ascharyam Bahu Khelanam Vitanute. Vitanute means it performs lot of sports. Bahu Khelanam. Lot of sports. It is wonderful. I cannot understand this. Though the river is static, the river performs several wonders, several sports. That kind of river, which is full of the waters of compassion, is mysteriously there on the banks of river Kampa. It is born from the cool mountains of Himachala, and it is seen, it is visible only to virtuous people, and it has the capacity to remove all miseries by thinking deeply, even for a second, by all the people of all the world, Lokana. It's not restricted to you and me, anybody. And it is, yeah, the river is static, unlike other rivers, but wonderful. It sports, it creates a lot of sports. Next.
ऐक्यं येन विरच्यते हरतनु दम्भावपुम्भाविके रेखा यत्कचसीं निशेखरदशां नैषा कलिगागते अहुनत्यं मुहुरेति येन समहान् मेना सखः सानुमान् कम्पातीरविहारिणा सशरणागा तेनैव धाम्ना वयम्.
Now again, description of Devi. Aikyam yena virachyate haratanau dambhava pumbhavike. Haratanau, in the body of Shiva, yena, by the shine of Devi, because we are completing with teneva dhamna vayam. Dhamna is shine, the brilliance. The brilliance of Devi, virachyate, is creating in the body of Shiva, aikyam, it creates unity. What unity? Dambhava pumbhavike. Dambhava is feminine aspects, pumbhava is masculine aspects. In the body of Shiva, this shine of Devi creates union, aikyam, union of the masculine and feminine features. The reference is to Ardhanarishwara, obviously. Rekha yatkacha thimni shekhara dasham naishakari gahate. Yatkacha thimni, in the area of her hair, naishakari, moon, nishakara is moon, naishakari, moon, shekhara dasham gahate, in the form of rekha, in the form of a rekha, because moon is not full moon, on the hair of Devi. It is a crescent moon, small rekha, like a land. Shekhara Dasham, it is assumed the top position. Shekhara Dasham is top position. The crest of the head, the crest of the head. Yeah, Gahate means enters. The moon enters the topmost position of the area of the hair in the form of a line. Aunatyam muhureti yena saha, yena sa mahan menasakaha sanuman. Mahan Mena Sakha. Mena is the wife of Himavan. Mena Sakha is Himavan, the companion of Mena, that is Himavan. So Mahan Mena Sakha, he is great, he is glorious, naturally, because he is the father of Devi. So naturally he is glorious. Glorious Himavan, because of the Devi, because of the Devi's shine, what happens to him? Sanuman. Sanuman should be interpreted as having peaks. Actually, Anuman means to be guessed, to be conjectured. Now, because nobody can say, I have seen all the peaks of Himavan, because Himachala is so large, so huge, so only you can guess, you can interpret, you can conjecture the peaks of Himachala. So, Sanuman means with peaks which have to be guessed, which have to be conjectured. That kind of Himavan, that means he is so glorious that he has got so many peaks which are not so visible. Even for him, Aunatyam Muhuhu Eti, that Himavan, Eti attains Muhuhu frequently, Aunatyam, further glory. Unnata. Unnati is Aunatyam. Further glory, further height. Because the peaks are already high. Very high peaks he is having. Even further height he is getting. Further glory, further height of glory he is getting by being the father of Devi. Kampatira Viharina, by that Devi, by that radiance which is moving about on the banks of Kampa river. Tenaiva, only because of that. Tenaiva Dhamna. Only Dhamna is because of the brilliance. Only because of that brilliance, Vayam Sasharanaha. Vayam, we Sasharanaha. We became, we are having Sharana. We are having a place of refuge. We became those with place of refuge. We became those with place of refuge only because of the brilliance which is moving about on the banks of Kampa river. That brilliance creates in the body of Shiva the union of masculine and feminine aspects, and that shine, that brilliance makes moon enter and occupy the topmost position in the area of the hair on Devi's head in the form of a lion, and that brilliance makes Himavan, the glorious Himavan, who has lot of peaks, further glory, further height of glory he attains because of this. Next.
अक्षोभ्यस्तनयोः श्रियश्रवणयोः वाकोश्च मूलं स्पृशन् उत्तंसेन मुखेन च प्रतिदिनं गृह्यन् पयोजन्मने माधुर्येण गिरां गतेन मृदुना हंसाङ्गनां लेपयन् कांची सीम्नि चकास्ति कोऽपि कविता संतान बीजांकुरः.
Again, further description of Devi's form. Akshnoshcha stanayoho shriya shravanayoho bahvoscha moolam sprishan. Now, two aspects he is combining in one phrase. We have to separate the two aspects. Akshnoshcha shriya shravanayoho moolam sprishan. Tanayoho shriya bahvoscha moolam sprishan. There are two phrases hidden in one phrase. Akshnoshcha Shriya, by the glory of her eyes, Shravanayoho Moolam Sprishan, touching the base of ears, Shravanayoho ears, Moolam base. That means the eyes go and touch the ears. That is, the eyes are so long that it go and touch the ears. This is the beauty of women's eyes. If the woman's eye goes and touches the ear, she is supposed to be very beautiful, having very beautiful eyes. That is what is mentioned here. By the glory of her eyes, she is touching the base of ears. Similarly, Tanayoho Shriya Bahvoscha Moolam Sprishan. By the glory of her two breasts, she is touching the base of arms, Bahu, arms. The breasts are touching the base of the arms. Moolam Sprishan. Uttamsena Mukhena cha Pratidinam Druhyan Payojanmane. Pratidinam, every day, every time. Uttamsena, by the ornament on the top of her head. What is that? Moon. Uttamsa, the ornament on the top of her head ornament, that is moon. With that moon, Pratidinam, every day, Payojanmane Druhyan. She is conspiring against, she is defeating moon, the natural moon. Payojanma is born of milk ocean. Because moon was born out of the milk ocean, he is called Payojanma. So Payojanma is moon. So he is Devi is conspiring, Devi is defeating the natural moon by the moon on her head. Second, Mukhena cha Pratidinam Druhyan Payojanmane. Again, by her face, she is defeating lotus. Payojanma is another meaning is lotus. Because Payas means water. lotus is always with water. If you take it out of water, it will fade away. So it is born in water, then it is nourished by water. So that is lotus. So she is conspiring, she is defeating lotus every time by her face. Madhuryena giram gatena mriduna hamsanganam hrepayanne. Madhuryena giram. Giram madhuryena. By the sweetness of the words, then this is all shine. These are various things which are shining. Gatena mriduna, mriduna gatena, by gentle walk. Hamsanganam hrepayanne. Hamsanganam means the female swans. Female swans, hrepayanne, she is putting them to shame, making them ashamed. She is putting them to shame by her gentle walk. Kanchi simni chakasti. Chakasti means shining. Shining on the in the area of Kanchi, Kopi, some indescribable. Kavita Santana Bijankuraha. Kavita. This is, I cannot describe it, so I will say it is a poetry. That means Devi herself is from the heavens, from in Swargaloka, which are known as normally Kalpaka trees. There are 5 trees: Mandara, Santana, Kalpavriksha, and Harichandana. These are the 5 trees. Now, he is taking the name of Santana tree because Santana tree can give you poetry. Every one of these trees can give you something special. So, Santana tree gives you poetry. So, she is the very Santana tree which gives you poetry. Bija Ankuraha. This is the sprout, bud, which has come from the tree of Santana, of poetry, which is shining in the area of Kanchipuram, and the form is described as her eyes, the glory of her eye, by the glory of her eyes, she is touching the ear, the base of the ear. By the glory of her 2 breasts, she is touching the base of the arms. By her moon, which is on the top of her head, she is conspiring and defeating Payojanma, moon, the natural moon, which is born of milk ocean. By her face, she is conspiring and defeating lotus, which is there in the waters. She has beautiful speech. She is endowing speech with beauty. Madhuryena Giram. She is bestowing speech with beauty, and she is making female swans ashamed by her gentle walk. So let us close for the day and invite questions now.
Please unmute yourself and ask questions if you have any.
Any questions? I think it was beautifully explained, sir.
No questions.